All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here, and look, we are together. How amazing is that?
Yeah.
We're here. We're alive. We're actually friends and not virtual.
Right, hold on. We're all in the same room and have the same IQ.
All right. Yeah, exactly.
The total IQ in this room is equivalent to, just a basic human.
Yeah. All the liberal hate we get on the TikTok comments.
I love it. I love it.
It feeds us.
Y'all think we hate it? Actually, we laugh. We send snapshots of it and just, laugh at your stupidity.
So keep sending the hate.
Please do.
Please.
We thrive.
It's the engagement.
Thrive.
But
I personally don't. I'm very offended by it. It hurts my feelings a lot.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well,
guys,
we got to have a liberal somewhere.
Yeah, well, it's like
He's so offended.
well, it's just like, I mean, are we going to lower ourselves down to that much bigotry? And I mean, I feel like I'm being oppressed here.
it's true.
So, I mean, if you want to send reparations, I'll put my Venmo in the comments.
Dear liberals, please stop sending Justin hate. He is very he's mentally damaged.
My ego can only take so much.
He needs a safe space right now.
Yes, and this is our
This is your safe space.
Safe space.
So, what are we doing here today, guys? Why are we here?
We are here because we are in Alexandria, Louisiana. For those of you not in Louisiana, Central. So basically, Central Louisiana for the Republican Leadership Conference that's happening tomorrow. So this is Friday night. We normally record on Sunday, but let me get the what's his name, Governor Gavin Newsom hands happening.
There you go.
So we're here recording Friday night. We'll still post Sunday, but we're going to have guest speakers tomorrow night that we're going to be listening to, or tomorrow morning, and then we have our state central committee meeting where all three of us, minus Gabe, has things to do. Gabe just sits and eats the food.
I'm here for the food. I'm here to just network and eat food.
Yeah.
Yes, that's all we do. It's all I do. Talk about I'm a pilot, by the way. I'm a pilot.
He's a pilot.
Yes.
We went to dinner tonight,
Yeah,
and he said I'm a certified pilot. How many times?
Certified flight instructor.
Certified flight instructor.
Sorry.
Yes.
And the amount of videos he's shown of to people that of him flying planes is too much.
Right.
Yeah, there was a lot of people who were very interested in Gabe's flight videos. There was a lot of people. I mean, they were all men.
I thought they were all made up and in his head.
Oh, no. But yeah, so we're here in Alexandria and we're here live. And so,
Speaking of Gabe and his flying, I think we have big news. He's employed.
yes, I got a job. I got a job. Thank the Lord. I can make money and stop being a liberal. And I can be a Republican and make my own money and pay taxes and pay SNAP benefits so people can take my money and get food with it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's it. Gabe will not be cashing in his SNAP check this month.
No.
But, however, he will be paying for the 40 million Americans who are on SNAP in America. Who make thousands of dollars SNAP each month.
I will be eating canned chicken and ramen so you guys can get lobster and chicken and good food.
Isn't that crazy that we have 40 million Americans in this country? We have working, able-bodied Americans who have 4, 5, 6 kids out of wedlock, make $2,000 or $3,000 a month in SNAP benefits, and they don't even feed their kids for the most part. I mean, you can go on TikTok, you can go on Instagram, you can see videos of people saying, "Well, what am I gonna spend? Like, what am I gonna buy weed with? What am I gonna buy? Or how am I gonna make money? I usually sell my SNAP card. I sell my EBT card. What am I gonna do now? Because or you have the other example of people eating steak every night on the government's dime.
Yep.
And none of these people don't have jobs, and then not even to go there, but you go even a step further to where you now have people who are on EBT who are threatening to rob grocery stores and steal from people and steal people's hard-earned groceries from the parking lot because they don't want to pay because they don't want to pay for their own groceries.
I know in Shreveport and Bossier's been happening.
Already?
Yes. What's that?
I'm waiting.
Yeah.
For
In Walmart, shopping carts full of food. I saw a picture. There was Bud Light in the shopping cart.
Oh, of course.
And shirts and they got water though. They got water. and some essential food.
Well, it's just like after, and I know this is people can be this is taboo, but it's like after Katrina. They were saying they were looting to get Central's like food, but they were coming out with Nike shoe boxes.
Yeah,
How is that
freaking
freaking essential?
TVs?
Yeah, so
I mean, just do it.
yeah.
I mean, not
Just-
The question I would like to ask is that you have these people who are saying, oh, we're gonna start stealing stuff from the grocery store, and we're gonna start stealing stuff, from people, and in the parking lots. But like, my question is, start. I mean, I feel like that's kind of become a common thing. It's like we know. I mean, grocery store employees, Walmart employees cannot. You cannot stop someone from stealing. It is a policy. So, I would venture to say that stealing is always going on, but now it's like we live. The Democrats have pushed us so far into insanity that now people can publicly declare that they are going to rob and steal.
Yeah.
Groceries and food from people.
Start.
Yeah, they're gonna start stealing.
Start question mark.
And they're gonna start stealing and they're acting like it's something new. But to have someone publicly declare that, like I mean, I've I don't necessarily follow all the rules when it comes to hunting and fishing, But like I'm not
There's a game warden over here right now.
But like, I'm not gonna go to the game warden and say, "Look, Mr. Game Warden, you set the limit on fish on a certain fish this year. Set lower than what I expect. So I'm just letting you know now. I'm going to catch more of that fish. I'm not doing that. But now it's like we live in a society where.
But didn't he do that now? Mr. Game Warden catching one now.
I think
the game warden can always check me. I'm always up to date on all my laws, and I have to do my best to follow them. When I'm seen,
So this goes back to the question last week: who's getting indicted first?
We know it is for fishing.
I don't know if a grand jury will indict you for being over your limit.
Wildlife and fisheries.
Wildlife and fisheries.
We did. We did get in trouble one time in Hackberry for the bridge.
Wait, no, hold on. You were dying.
Yeah.
I was cooking.
Yeah.
They went out. So I'm okay. Preface is I'm in the kitchen.
This is when we were at.
This is when he got COVID.
He was dying. He was dying.
Basically dead.
He's basically dead.
Yeah, and I'm in the kitchen making gumbo, and they go out and.
Surprised you didn't throw it away.
We
Honestly,
were going bake fishing.
We were fishing.
And we were fishing off of a bridge, off of a highway, which, by the way, if you've ever been to Louisiana, people do it all the time.
It's illegal, I guess.
It's not illegal,
Well, it's
but
not.
we were stopped by a police officer who told us it was illegal in the state of Louisiana to fish off a bridge, which, if it is true, it's definitely not enforced, but I don't believe it's true at all, because anyone who's been to Grand Isle, Hopedale, Venice, or any fishing capital in the state of Louisiana, people fish off the side of the road. So we were told that. We were also told it was illegal to fish in a national
In a federal
wildlife preserve. Now that
That's legit.
that might be legit, but Gabe did catch his first redfish I picked up. Before we go, so I mean, to preface, we followed we backed the blue here. We followed the police officer's commands. We did leave. We did exactly what he said. Now, do I agree with what he said? No, but we did exactly what he said.
We complied.
I had my legal.
We all complied.
We complied. We weren't shot.
We weren't.
Yeah. We weren't shot.
Yeah.
So that shows.
so one could say Gabe had to cross the sea border. One could say that.
Anyway.
In a way.
Yeah.
No, we got stuck crossing the sea.
I'm one of the lucky few drug boats that made it that has not been blown up yet. So I can't speak on my others.
How do y'all feel about that? Do you so the liberals in the moderate right love to say that Trump is out of his power here by blowing up these cartel boats because these people haven't been granted due process. But have we ever given due process to terrorists? I don't know if that's necessarily.
Well, no, they're designated. They were designated by the president as a terrorist organization.
Which they are.
They do not get due process.
No.
And it's also when you come into U.S. waters without permission, carrying paraphernalia, we have every authority to eliminate you.
Right.
I mean, whether we
go with you.
Right. Whether we seize the boat and arrest you or we blow it up, I don't think there's a legal precedent regarding either one.
Right, and the purpose of these boats is you're bringing drugs and fentanyl, which are going to kill Americans.
Yeah.
So it's like, would you rather have 15 drug dealers die or have possibly thousands of Americans die from fentanyl overdose.
Yeah,
I'd rather
a rice grain worth of fentanyl can kill 10 people.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's one of those scenarios where it's them versus us, and I am super happy it's them.
Yeah.
So.
Be real.
Hey, is it one of your cousins?
Look, no, that's a different country.
Oh,
He's an American Mexican. He's not.
I'm American Mexican, not a
Not a Mexican American.
No.
Okay.
So no drug bust for me.
So
This
this
whitewashed Gabe. So
I am not
Wait,
whitewashed.
Gabe, blink if you need help.
blink twice.
I know.
But so with this weekend, what are y'all most excited about this weekend?
I'm excited about to hear the Senate candidates give their speeches of why they feel like they're the best candidate for the job. I think that there's a lot of questions out there and a lot of candidates currently in the Republican primary that we have to sift through as voters. And so I believe that allowing them to have the time to say what separates them and why they're the best candidate.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that we're doing here. And also I'm really excited to hear from Jeff Landry. I'm really excited to hear from him.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of developments that's happened to him recently, and I think that he's done an amazing job in all of this personally. I think it needed to be done. He had to take control of an incompetent organization and has to...
In regards to LSU football.
Yes.
LSU football.
yes.
And by the way, Gabe got his first piece of LSU clothing.
I did. I got a
Praise
Nike.
the Lord.
Yeah, I got a LSU polo at a thrift store for $5. So it's really good. It's really good quality.
Good.
It's Nike. Just
I mean,
good.
so
Just
I would venture to say that I would venture to say, and I don't know if y'all agree with this, but I think this Republican Leadership Conference hosted by the Republican Party of Louisiana here, in Alexandria, I would venture to say this might be one of the only places where all of the major Senate every major Senate candidate is going to be in the same room at the same time.
Every major Senate candidate and one not so major.
Right.
And we've seen them tonight at our the reception that was here tonight, where they were talking and they are interacting with each other, and everyone's very friendly. So that was very encouraging to see that we have Senate candidates who are friendly with each other and willing to. They all know they're doing it for the greater good, even though they all disagree, and they all think they're the better man for the job.
Exactly. And what it shows is that politics is just politics. It's just that.
Yeah.
We are all friends. We're all people, right? We all know each other. And whether or not you agree with somebody's political ideology, that is something completely different, right? So you can talk to somebody as a
After
friend.
we did our last podcast, State Representative Julie Emerson
Yes.
joined the race
Yes.
for Senate.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
and she will be here tomorrow.
Yeah, she'll be here tomorrow, and she will be coming on our podcast.
Yes.
I spoke to her. She wants to come on. We're gonna tomorrow while we're out and about. She wants to finalize that, get dates, and so that's great. And so she'll be on, and she's excited. So we're excited to have Julie Emerson on.
Absolutely.
There's also, I'm not gonna say who, but there may be a big new development in the Senate race of somebody running.
Yes, we're hearing that possibly Bobby Jindal may be jumping in the race, which
There's
is
some
a
polling in the
Hearing
field.
it first here.
yes. It's interesting information. He's
Former governor.
former Governor Bobby Jindal is polling nationally in the state of Louisiana to see if he would beat Bill Cassidy. Right, that's the polling questions, and Parker has heard from his sources, and I've heard from mine that is legit.
That he is
He's seriously considering.
Seriously. So there is a poll that's in the field that's going to give him the numbers to see. Bobby hadn't been governor since 2015. So I don't know what y'all were
He's
doing.
been out of politics for a long
Well,
time.
because if you remember, he ran for president.
I was
Didn't do really
in
well.
7th grade.
Yeah, I was not. I was already working, being a
Well,
full
He was
time.
already 50 years old.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
And so his first term was great. Second term, not so much. And I love Bobby. Don't get me wrong. His second term wasn't that great. He had a failed presidential campaign that really didn't even take off. I think he got maybe 7 votes in the Iowa caucuses. So I mean, it was a low number. I may be wrong, but it was a really low number. But I think if any time to mount a comeback, this is probably it. I mean, we've gone through a failure as a governor of John Bell Edwards.
Yes.
We're having Jeff Landry trying to pick up those pieces of that failure and rebuild. And so we're if I were Bobby, this would be the time that I would want to mount a comeback.
Absolutely, and I think what's very important here to know is that Bobby is still a young guy. Okay, he was extremely young, being our governor, and he's only a little over 50 years old right now. It's not
First campaign I ever worked on in 2007.
Really?
Yep, Bobby Jim.
wow. And so,
What were y'all doing in
Surprised.
2007?
If you were involved in the campaign, I'm very surprised.
I was 7.
Victorious. So.
Yeah.
But it's very interesting. And I will say this will definitely be the first event where all Senate candidates will be in the same room at one time. So it'll be very interesting because what a lot of candidates, when it comes to a race like this, they all sort of run on the same sort of premise. It's like sort of I'm a conservative, and they go through all the talking points. Well, they're all going to be faced with a challenge at this conference where you're going to be speaking, and then about 10 minutes later, someone else is going to be speaking who's running for the same office you are. So you're going to have to distinguish yourself from everyone. Everyone is going to have their own talking points and their own, sort of niche topics that set them apart from the other candidates in the room. And so it's going to be something that, only our conference attendees are going to be able to see. And maybe you will see maybe a shift in this race at the end of this conference. Now, I have not heard any media is coming. This is kind of a very this is a closed event. Yeah. So, it will be very exclusive. But we'll be able to tell y'all a little bit about it more next week.
Yes, we'll be able to tell you everything that they say and what our thoughts on how we think they perform.
So let's do kind of a before and after. Who do y'all think, as of now, would be the standout candidate to speak tomorrow?
That's
Jeff Landry.
No. Candidate for Senate.
Candidate for Senate.
I'm sorry. Candidate for Senate. Who do you think? And it could change by next week, y'all. It's just who y'all think would be the standout.
I think people are going to be really interested to hear Julie Emerson.
Because
this will be her first public. This will be her first public event since she's announced. So I think that'll be interesting.
She had a great announcement. Her announcement video was great.
This will be Senator Cassidy's first time sort of addressing the base. I would say addressing
if they don't get up and walk out
a large scale of Republican voters. So it'll be interesting how the Republican voters react to that.
I don't think it'll go over well. Just what I think.
We'll see.
We will see.
But in all reality, I mean, outside of probably Dr. Fleming, there hasn't been really a whole lot of movement in this campaign. I mean, yes, you have State Senator Blake Miguez, who's raised $3 million, but
I think people will be very excited to hear from her.
I'm excited to hear from Blake too. Blake is young. He's articulate. I think if he goes as our senator, he's going to have that thick Cajun accent that people are going to be like, what is he talking about? And I'm excited to hear from him. He's an expert marksman, so I think he's a good standout that I'm looking forward to hearing.
We'll have 3 kind of, other candidates who haven't really sort of got that sort of big speaking engagements yet. We'll have Kathy Seiden, who is a St. Tammany councilwoman, who will be giving one of her first speeches publicly, and also Eric Scrimetta, who is a current public service commissioner, will be giving his first public address speech, as well as Sammy Wyatt. Sammy Wyatt has done multiple events, but I think this will be his largest event. So it will be their opportunities to sort of address a very large crowd on a large scale. Yeah. And so it'll be a telling point on how they perform.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how everything, because there's like Kathy Seiden, I've never heard of her before, so this will be new for me. It's funny, the other someone asked me who tonight, who are you voting for, and I said I haven't made a decision. Why haven't you? I said I'm friends with the majority of the candidates who are running, and that's what makes it tough. Is that I've known John Fleming for years. I've been with Blake on the state central committee. Same thing with Julie. Same thing with Scrimetta. So it's I know these people and they're friends. And
absolutely, we all know these people, and to me, it's almost impossible to say who you're voting for currently because we don't even know who's even maybe going to jump in the race.
Way too
still.
early.
I think I think the voters in the state on a large scale feel that exact same sentiment. I mean, I think it's going to come down to people will really be picking sides in the party runoff, which there's almost guaranteed there's going to be a party runoff, which for now would be scheduled in June.
Yes.
because the primary will happen in May as of the end of the special session at the legislature.
Yeah, so I think we should address that. The special session did happen. They got their bills passed. Their 2 bills that they got passed, and the new primary date is on May 16th. Gives them a month wiggle room to maybe be able to draw new maps in January if the Supreme Court comes in December. That's the idea.
Good deal. So we're looking forward to a very exciting upcoming election season. On top of that, there's multiple local races that'll be happening. We're up in mine and Gabe's way. We're going to have election for Mayor Shreveport, and we would like to extend our prayers to Mayor Tom Arsenault. He's been in the hospital with pneumonia, and I think he's doing better from what I understand. So we're praying for Tom. But we're going to have that race. We're going to have a district attorney race, and this is probably the most important race for Caddo Parish.
Senator Alan Seabaugh.
Yeah, Alan is running against James Stewart, who is a Soros-backed DA who has basically taken your worst of your worst criminals, slapped them on the hand, put them back out in society, and they've completely reoffending.
This is why Shreveport is the way it is.
Yeah.
It's the current status of our justice system in general right now is that we take criminals and instead of locking them up, we let them go back out and commit more crimes, and we eventually lock them up after they commit some horrible atrocity with 13 felonies and 15 arrests.
Yeah.
And we wait
Rap sheet is
we wait till they murder somebody on a camera or something very public, and that's when they finally get in jail instead of nipping it in the bud at their first violent offense.
So
And that just shows the real tipping point we are in the justice system in this country with these radical
absolutely.
activist judges who, their job is to, I would say, defend the victims and punish the guilty, whereas they are now advocates for the guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, over the next 2 years, we have a ton of elections happening. Like
We have
next
a
year,
public
we're having-
service commissions, right?
Public Service Commission. We have Larry Bagley from DeSoto Parish.
State
Representative Larry Bagley. Caddo Parish Commissioner John Atkins from Shreveport.
They will be running for
District 5.
District 5, Foster Campbell.
Foster Campbell
Yeah.
is leaving he's term limited,
Thank
so
God.
his seat will be open.
Yeah, so you're
And
going to have
then-
a Republican in, so far.
Hopefully.
Hopefully no
Fingers
Democrat.
crossed.
Apparently, Faulkner's son is still considering running as a Democrat. From every indication that I've been given, that looks like that's not going to happen. So
Yeah, I don't think it is either.
more than likely, you're going to have a Republican in that seat, which is great.
And then you have Mark Wright, who's running down south.
Yeah, Mark Wright will be running for Commissioner Scameta's seat
Because he's term
because he
limited
is
too.
term limited. So Commissioner Scameta is running for the Senate, but he is term limited. And so we have Representative Mark Wright, who is so far the only person in that race.
Good guy too.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, he's currently the Republican delegation chair in the House of Representatives in the state of
And
Louisiana.
I've heard that some couple people from Jefferson Parish are looking to run against him. So that's
So-
awesome.
That'll be interesting to see what comes out of that because Mark's got the jump on him.
Absolutely.
In the end, guess what? Next year, back to governor, lieutenant governor.
Well, not next year, 2 years.
Start 2 years. I mean, the year after that.
Right.
The
Yeah,
next
the year after 2026.
Then we're back to governor, and also.
And then president the year after that.
So I mean, it's all coming up, and
It never stops.
No.
It never stops.
I thought this
Why
year
we're all
was
so
going to be the
busy.
year that we just were able to chill.
Well,
And,
close
You
primary
win,
change
you
something.
win.
I find it interesting. We never sort of have time to chill. Like we sacrifice a lot of time to be able to do this because there's just so much going on constantly. We never have any downtime at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally, how late is it? Like,
It's
11
currently
my phone's charging.
11:45.
It's
right
11:45
now.
at night on Friday night.
And
that
we-
we're doing this.
But again, we're doing it because we are in a fight for our nation.
Yes.
We are fighting for the soul
Absolutely.
of this country and the soul of this great state, and we are fighting to keep what this country is and has been, because there are so many, millions of people who hate this country and are working to radically destroy it from within.
Well, it's not even just hate the country. It's hating the opposition. They're
Mhm.
they're at the point they want to
They,
destroy
will,
us.
they want
They
to
will-
kill
they
you.
will kill us.
They want to kill you and spit on your
Right.
grave. And that is not an exaggeration. I
But-
mean, just look at the reaction to Charlie Kirk's death. These people want you dead, and they want your family
Right.
dead.
Well, so I was watching a video of this humongous whale of a woman, which I think it was a woman.
Whale?
Whale. I mean, she,
All right.
let me tell you something. She was so huge, a cop told her to break it up. She was huge. She was so big. If a guy was to lay on top of her, it would take her 2 days to roll over. But anyway, she looked at these conservatives and said, "Watch out for your neck." Like,
She doesn't probably have a neck, so she.
Yeah.
no, she has multiple. That's chin. She has more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Well, anyways.
Oh,
yeah.
That's out. We're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna get that one. Anyways, but
Okay.
speaking of of Charlie Kirk and the Turning Point, Louisiana State University had a great event. I heard 1,500 people
Yeah,
attended.
yeah.
1,500 people
Yeah.
attended, and Governor
1,500
Landry was
people,
there.
and yeah. So Allie Beth Stuckey and Jeff Landry were our speakers for that Turning Point event, and it was the building was packed. There was not a seat open. The energy was fantastic. The speeches were fantastic. I think Governor Jeff Landry is at his best right now.
I watched it online. It was great.
When it comes to speaking, I think Governor Jeff Landry has taken sort of another step into the right direction when it comes to his speeches. At least, I mean, he has refined his speeches and is really focusing on the great things that are happening in the state. And so he has done a really good job of speaking. And Allie Beth Stuckey, of course, did fantastic. Really focusing on the Christian values and focusing on, the Christianity as a whole, because that at the end of the day is what drives our movement and what drives our values here. And so it was really great. I would have liked to see some more, some harder questions in the audience, because they sort of pulled people out of the audience, and that's who lined up to ask questions. And I mean, if it's the audience, like the people in the audience are your supporters,
Right.
so you're never going to get a tough hardball question. So I would have liked to see a liberal versus Allie Beth Stuckey argument, sort of something more a little tense than the questions was like, how can I be a better Christian? And of course she's prepared for that question. You're sort of talking with your team.
Preaching to the choir.
You're preaching to the choir, exactly. And so I would have liked to see some more opposition, but in Louisiana, we're just such a far right state that there really just wasn't that opposition was present at this event. But other than that, it was still a great event. And I think a lot of people left the event feeling motivated.
I saw clips that looked great.
Yes.
Until they found out that Jeff Landry wants a statue of Charlie Kirk. Then it became, no, we can't do that.
But how do y'all feel about that? I'm in support.
I
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either.
I don't
I
see
think it
there's
would be
no
great for
harm.
Louisiana to be the first ones.
Yes, I mean we could be the first campus to have.
Wasn't there some issue with a Turning Point chapter
In Loyola,
Yeah.
and the student government, they denied their acceptance to be recognized on campus, which is ridiculous.
What was
This is
their
they
Their leader was a bigot. So
Right.
their reasoning, and I quote, was, we will not allow an organization on campus whose token leader was a bigot and did not represent what the majority of Loyola believed, and persecuted our students. And it's funny because Loyola has a club currently that is called the Abolitionist Book Club. I talked about this on the Larry Davis show, which will be out by the time this airs. That this is the club is called Abolitionist Book Club, and their mission statement is they are in support of the abolition of all systematically oppressive institutions in the United States. They want to abolish prisons, abolish the military, abolish the police, abolish private property, abolish capitalism, abolish the separation of those powers, the three branches of government. So they basically want this club seeks to abolish everything that makes America America.
pure anarchy.
And
Makes it great.
pure anarchy and Marxism. They are allowed a club at Loyola, and the student government allowed them. But the Student Government Association, which is obviously full of a bunch of liberal lunatic kids who have, they're absolutely insane, should be thrown in a mental hospital, and I'll say that publicly. These people have no right. These people have no right to exist in public society, and they won't allow Turning Point, but they will allow clubs like that.
And mind you, this is a Catholic based university that
Yeah.
takes public funding. Am I not correct?
Well, they consider themselves a private institution.
But
They consider themselves a private institution, have advertised it that way, but they receive $50 million a year in state funding.
State funding. So
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And are actively violating the United States Constitution and the state constitution. So Governor Jeff Landry and the Attorney General Liz Murrow is looking into that, and
Good.
they will, they if they proceed with these actions, they will not be receiving any more funding, and we'll see how the the board of
Let the free
supervisors.
market decide.
So
Yeah.
the board of supervisors of Loyola has decided to stay out of it because the Loyola policy is that the Student Government Association picks and chooses what clubs are allowed. But I think they're going to have to play more of a part in that if they want to receive their funding.
To me, it's typical New Orleans. This is what you get from the city of New Orleans. I mean, this typical Democrat bureaucratic BS. It will never change over there, and you're always going to have to fight that city because it's been like that for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, everyone, no offense to y'all south of I-10, but everyone wants to make fun of Shreveport and North Louisiana. But to me, I think
Well, we don't make fun of y'all for being liberals. We make fun of y'all for being Texan and Arkansas.
You're not part of the state.
But here's the thing. I'd rather us be in Louisiana than New Orleans. Let them go and do their own thing.
Yeah.
Well, New Orleans at least has a pretty set up
When it's clean.
of Cajun food and Louisiana principles.
There's some good.
I don't know up there in North Louisiana.
What about
Hold on. First of all,
I love all my people from North Louisiana, but I will always make the joke that it is
South Arkansas.
But how is it? You've been to one of our Mardi Gras balls and you loved it.
I did.
How's that Arkansas and Texas? They don't have that crap in Arkansas and Texas.
No.
Well, I did, but
That is purely.
you don't have
uniquely
you don't have 2- and 3-story floats running down the streets of Shreveport.
We do have 2-story floats. Do we not?
We do.
We do.
We do have 2-story floats.
Well, let's not go into that too much. But
Yeah.
my point.
Because you would lose. You would lose.
Duke it out. Yeah.
My point is like when these cities like New Orleans, you have allowed radical leftist policies to fester, grow, and take over that encapsulate DEI, Marxism, socialism, transgenderism. I mean, all of these horrible, satanic, anti-American things. Yes, evil things
evil.
that have festered in this city and have prospered in this city because it is honestly the white liberals who live in the city of New Orleans who get together at book club and decide all this stuff.
Well, now they have their leader in Mayor Marino. I mean, that is their leader now, and that is that white liberal woman. That
How long
is
before she's indicted?
people extensively on the right. I've seen a lot of people on the right sort of give a little bit of hope to New Orleans and say hopefully Mayor Marino will do way better than Latoya Cantrell, which Latoya Cantrell is she's the devil. She was.
That's quite the claim.
No, she was the worst thing to ever happen to the city of New Orleans.
That's even including Ray Nagin.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. She was the worst thing
She
was the worst thing that ever happened to the city of New Orleans. She should be put under the jail cell. But so there is some hope in Helena Moreno that she will not be as bad, but she is still a radical. She is still a radical Democrat. And the reality that a Democrat is in high office in New Orleans is not a good thing whatsoever.
No, and honestly, the reason why New Orleans will never change is because of the bureaucratic red tape that is over there. There's a department for every little thing in New Orleans. The way New Orleans structures their government is totally different from any other city in the state of Louisiana. And whenever you have a DA in Jason Williams that is just absolutely, just awful, doing everything he can to bite Liz Murrow on the ass, do everything he can to let criminals run free. You cannot.
Like James Stewart.
You can't play games with. You cannot play ball with somebody like that, and that's why New Orleans is what it is.
Well, think about this, Coy. You have homes and streets and bridges in the city of New Orleans that were damaged in Katrina in 2005 that are still not fixed.
There's still houses that are still demolished.
It takes at least. This is anyone in New Orleans will tell you this. It is about a 15-year wait period to get a pothole fixed in the city of New Orleans.
New Orleans was so bad at one point they had 2 sheriffs. Did you know that?
Oh, absolutely.
They had a civil and a criminal sheriff.
Yes. Yes.
Never ever heard of that in my entire life. Finally got rid of that. They finally got rid of that. But that just happened.
The
in,
current
like,
sheriff of
2010.
New Orleans is as useless as
Oh.
what they utters on a bull.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean that city there is just.
Sorry.
You're not.
I use a
gonna fix
different
this.
word for that.
I know that's.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
waiting for you to say it.
No, I can't say it. I can't say it.
But so what was cool though? Before I guess you were working this evening and you were lost trying to get up here. I guess. I think you were stopped at the counter.
Yes, I was.
Two women came up to me and gave me like, "Oh, you're the right bros."
Oh yes, we did.
Inflated that ego.
We
even
got
more.
recognized. I was very surprised. Like, oh yeah, I mean, yeah, that's us. That's me.
But
That's
really,
you.
before coming down here, he called me. He was like, "You think people are gonna recognize him?" I went, "No."
Right.
Boy, was I wrong.
Well, I honestly
Yeah.
thought our first reaction to anyone recognizing us wouldn't be, "Wow, y'all are the right bros, so happy to see you out here." It would be like, throw water on us and try and kill us and stab and shank us in the
Just
hallway.
give us.
But it's good to know that the Republicans of Louisiana, they have our back.
Yeah,
They love
the
us.
number of people who've told us this evening, "Hey, I watch y'all's podcast."
Right.
Yeah, I had one because last week I made the comment about peeing myself and crying. That's a normal Tuesday. That got brought up
Yes.
twice today.
They get
Twice.
the amount of the clips too. They bring it up like, oh, you said this. I'm like, did I? I did
Yeah.
say that. I had to go look back and watch it. I was like, oh, I did say that.
Well, and imagine us a year from now and people coming tell us and say, "I loved when you said this," and it's like,
Oh,
"I what?
really?
What? It's been that was 8 months ago, honey. I don't remember that."
I don't remember what I said this morning.
Right.
Right, exactly. I won't remember what we said after we finish this podcast. I won't remember what I said. I'll just watch it. I'll have some superior come to me and say, "You said this right." I'll be like, "Oh,
Oh, wait.
sorry about that."
What I will say is that y'all, if you are going to make fun of people, Parker and Justin have had their due. Give us a shot. Make fun of us. We're here.
No, I get no.
He gets made fun of by the rest of us.
I
To make fun of.
I already get made fun of for being Mexican. So from these guys and everyone else around me. So
Even the
Go to
bartender
Court.
at the restaurant tonight.
yeah, the bartender at the restaurant was what was he saying? I can't remember what he was saying.
Oh,
The guy was great.
He was great.
Yeah, we went to the what was it called, the
Diamond Grill.
Diamond Grill in Alexandria. Great restaurant. Highly
It was good.
recommend it.
Great service. Hell
Yeah.
Great service.
Yes.
Great
The servers at the bar were great.
Great service.
And at the-
Republicans too, by the way.
yes, very And so we were having a great time with our other fellow people in Red Republic media, such as Mr. Larry Davis.
Yes.
And
Great guy.
we're like
Great.
great guy, and I've seen him and never met him until this weekend, and so. All I gotta say is that the future of Red Republic Media is in great hands. I think a lot of great things are coming, and we're hoping to have a fundraiser soon.
Daily Wire, who?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that is our goal as with Red Republic Media is to basically become sort of a podcasting hosting service where we have multiple different shows on here on Red Republic Media. We will have a website set up where you will be able to go to that website and see all of the different shows at once. And of course, every show will have their own YouTube and Spotify and social medias. But Red Republic Media will be sort of your one-stop shop for all. And we are looking to have a fundraiser here. I think we're going to be aiming for
January 20th.
January 20th,
20th.
yes. So January 20th, which is going to be the anniversary of President Trump's inauguration. It'll be his 2-year anniversary of his inauguration. And, it would be his 1 year.
One year.
It would be his 1 year, I'm sorry. It would be his 1 year.
He's done a lot. Just
It would be his
Hard man to keep up with.
So it would be President Trump's first inauguration anniversary for his second term, of course. And we'll be having a fundraiser to support Red Republic Media. And we'll be, giving out food and probably doing a silent auction and things like that. But it's all to, benefit us as Red Republic Media to help us, get some better equipment and to get some, better advertising and all of that so we can, provide more content to y'all. I guess the ultimate goal would be maybe we can all move out to the same
studio.
place and have a studio and,
that would be my goal.
make content every day. That would be the goal, but we're a long way away from that. But, we know these things take time, but we're excited and we are moving very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then the biggest thing for me that I see is that separates us from the rest is Louisiana politics is notorious and has been notorious for a long, long time in this country. And to have a podcast group follow it this intensely with people that know inside information. And,
Absolutely.
And we can bring insight to y'all so that way you're informed, especially with young conservatives. I think that's the biggest thing is that we consider ourselves and we want to promote to other young conservatives in Louisiana that this to be a part of this, and to grow this because we are the future and we have to make sure Louisiana is going to be in a good shape. And in order to do that, providing the correct news and giving our insights and opinions, that's how the biggest way to approach that subject.
And one thing I will encourage this to our viewers, and especially young conservatives, if you have a question for us, any sort of statements, questions, DM us, DM our social medias, and we'll love to answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I said, we talk about ultimate goals. And goals we love to do is live streaming. If we can live stream in the future, and you guys can do live comments,
Have enough
live
people
chats,
on.
right? Exactly,
Yeah.
and then donate and ask questions. And,
I mean, one of the ideas I've tossed around is like on election night, we get on a live stream and talk results. Well, some of us can't, but, talk of these results. And, he's a consultant, so he has to go
I
and
have to be with my clients.
he has to go be with his clients. and get
Sorry.
drunk. I mean, it's like, hey, I got y'all here. I'm going to go do my own thing, but, go get drunk and party. It's okay. But, we can go and
We can discuss results in a non-biased manner.
non-biased.
We're just reading the stats off the
Well,
screen.
yeah, I mean, but going over results, I mean, no one watches local news anymore. Let's just be honest.
No.
And people, during the 2024 election, people were tuning in to Facebook groups or Facebook pages, YouTube live streams, and we're getting
They
their
were.
election results.
They were.
I mean, it's great watching Alan Lichtman and his keys melt down when Pennsylvania went to Trump. I mean, there was massive amounts of people watching it, and TikTok. So, I mean, I would like to see that for us and talk about the results, and so that's maybe something we look into, maybe not. We
Yeah, and please follow us and support us on TikTok. That's the easiest way to consume our content without having to, give a long period of your time.
We need Republican TikTok.
Yeah, for some reason every TikTok we post ends up on the left side of TikTok, and we just get bombarded. There's more negative comments of liberals.
It's all a bunch of weirdos.
What I think is happening is you're seeing a lot of views on the TikToks. However, the negative comments only come. Republicans view that content and say, "Oh, I like that," and then they scroll on.
Right.
Yeah.
Liberals feel this, and we all know this urge and this hatred, and they're like, you know what? Let's shout this hatred to them. And so, I do believe we have support. We have Republican support. We would love more.
Yeah,
obviously.
absolutely.
And
Not just Louisiana.
Try and comment on our stuff, and we'll like it and get it, pin it or something like that, and try and overrun the liberals' comments. But I mean, they're funny. I like watching them. And they're I like seeing them come in.
They hit us on our IQ a lot, guys.
Yeah.
I guess
We get hit
It's
hard.
always education or IQ, which in a couple of weeks, 3 of us will have college degrees, I guess, or we'll see, I don't know.
Well, he's got a culinary.
So we'll all have degrees. 4 of us have degrees. And
But
so-
here's the thing. One of the
And we're also doing significantly better and being way more successful in the world than these people.
I mean,
if you look at their profile pictures, I go in there and screenshot their profile pictures and try and comment back to them and make fun of them. But it's like these are guys who sit on a Discord chat and play World of Wars on their computer all day. Like,
Weirdos.
These are not public. These are not members of society that do anything.
that benefit.
No.
Yeah.
So one of the comments on our YouTube, our last video, was talking about, podcast equipment's too cheap. And I responded, I said, we have jobs, so we can afford this stuff. And then it was like, someone commented about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
so we have someone who works for the state party. We now have a certified flight instructor. We have a consultant. I'm property management. I own a small business doing seasoning. I do catering. So I have 3 jobs that I work. And we work.
It's like we work a job. We actually support the economy
And pay taxes.
And pay taxes. So we have money. So it doesn't matter how expensive they make podcast equipment. We'll still be able to.
Well,
afford it.
some of us have money.
Yeah.
Well, Parker will finance all of it for me.
Yeah,
So don't worry
Parker's
about it.
sugar daddy. I'm reading. I'm reading I just realized there's a go KYS comment on our.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
awesome.
So
What
we
does it say?
go off yourself.
Go kill
Go
yourself.
kill yourself. I don't know if we can say that, but yeah.
It's basically
Well, we just
going-
won't put that on TikTok, but we
Yeah.
can put it on YouTube.
Yeah, it's telling us to go. But you got to take their low IQ. Let's be honest.
No, we are.
No, we're the
You know
ones.
what?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd rather be low IQ than stupid like me.
Well, I'd rather be low IQ and have a life, other than those people that just sit in their houses all day and just scroll
Yeah.
through TikTok.
Well, I mean, we enjoy politics. I mean, we if we wouldn't do what we do. We wouldn't
Right.
come travel, almost 2 hours apiece to central Louisiana
Yeah.
to a conference. But we have things that we do. Politics is not our life.
Correct.
I mean, we fish, we hunt, we play golf. I cook. I mean,
I fly airplanes.
fly airplanes.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I golf.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You
This guy's next Tiger Woods.
And then you got one that gets our boat stuck in like
Oh man.
Crossing that sea border, baby.
Yeah, this guy cannot take you to other countries.
No.
This guy will get the boat. This guy will get the boat blown up.
No,
Promise
that was not my fault.
Taking a pontoon boat in the marsh with low tide. And,
First of all, I never got that deposit back. By the way,
Yeah, I told you weren't. But
no, I know I wasn't.
Look, we were in a place we weren't, was not familiar with, and
Clearly.
the tide fell a lot harder
in
than
the marsh.
the
A
tide.
year ago, by the way.
The tide fell.
Almost,
The,
yeah.
the tide fell a lot faster than I was intention. But all we needed really to get out of that situation was just a paddle or a stick. And the boat we were on, they did not provide us with a paddle or a stick or anything. So I had to turn on the motor and put it on full throttle and run us out of mud, which did damage the motor. But I knew that was going to happen. But that was our only way. It was either we were sleeping out there or we were getting back. So I made an executive decision to.
If you hold on, executive decision with my money.
I didn't even get to catch fish either. I was so.
We were never going to catch fish off
I
that.
thought you caught your first redfish.
That was the bridge.
That was the bridge. Yeah.
That was the bridge.
That was hypothetically if I were to do that off a bridge in a Federal Reserve. If that was hypothetical.
Hypothetical, yeah. That never happened.
Never happened.
And
It was
I've never
PR.
broken any wildlife and fishery laws.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Never.
But no, that was a fun weekend. That really was a fun weekend.
It's crazy. It's already been a year.
Year.
Almost
Yeah, it's
almost a year since the
Thanksgiving.
election.
No, it's like almost Thanksgiving.
I know.
That's
I mean,
insane.
what time is it?
It's currently 12/8.
So we're already November 1st. Halloween's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween and
Happy
next-
Halloween.
next-
It's done.
Happy
and,
New Year.
and happy. All right.
Well, so like for me, when I get back and people make fun of me, but I start decorating for Christmas.
I love
1st of
it.
November.
I
I'm
love Christmas.
I love
I
it.
love Christmas. Well, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, so
He wants a
last-
little boy to sit on his lap.
you little.
He
Oh.
wants Justin. A pink little bow and put him in a big old fat bow right there.
No, last year. So really, what I've always wanted, I got last year. I wanted a stand mixer. And I wanted a pasta maker, and I got that. This year, I've made hints to mom because mom, she's like, don't buy anything because I'm the type of person that if I want it, I just go buy it.
Parker wants free rent from his mom.
Let me trust her. If I got called and said, hey, come move back home, don't have to pay rent, I'd be there in a heartbeat. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. I just
Yeah.
turned 26 and I have to pay my own health insurance, so that's fun.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah, being an adult.
Which you didn't know,
401k.
Coy's birthday was last Tuesday.
Yes,
And so he's old.
I'm officially
He's
old.
20s. Yeah, we announced it. It was his birthday soon lost the last episode. Now he's officially 26.
I am.
Old.
I am. I feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it in the
I
morning.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because we got to get up early.
But I just want to clarify, I am a 90s baby, so just
Okay, no.
clarifying.
You were born October of 1999. You barely hanging on by your teeth.
What was the year?
October. You only had
what?
30 days.
Of what?
1999. But
99.
you were a 2000s baby.
90s baby. I remember the 90s.
There you
I
go.
sure do. I remember those 2 months.
I mean, he is I'll admit, I think if you're pre
He was a
9/11,
very he was a very advanced.
Now, let me tell you.
I was playing solitaire.
They made him in a
lab.
lab.
I can say this 100%. I remember the 90s. 'Cause I was born in 1991.
Yeah, it was great.
I remember the 90s.
It's great.
It was great.
Yeah,
I
it was.
loved it.
It was 1891.
No,
1791.
And Parker was there, so like when Paul Revere, rode through instead of
I'm the one that.
Parker was there holding the light.
Yeah, one is by land, two is by sea.
He was holding the lantern, and
Kind of looks like he should be in the Revolutionary War, honestly.
Okay.
A little
yeah,
bit.
he would be the guy playing the drum that gets shot.
Little piccolo, yeah, I guess
It's called a fife. Thank
The
you.
little
Oh,
drummer
yeah,
boy.
those
The
are-
little drummer boy.
But okay, fine. I will fight in the Revolutionary War, but them two would fight in the Civil War, and I bet I know what side it would be too. Uh-huh.
Is that supposed to offend me?
Yeah.
Where would I stand in that?
You're the Mexican American. You're the Mexican American War.
You were on the Alamo.
Yeah, I remember the Alamo. I remember it. I miss it. I miss it every day. We'll get it back one day, guys. We'll get it back.
God. Oh,
I mean, if Texas turns blue, I would not be surprised if they give it back.
I would. I'd
They're
do
like,
that.
hey, here to pick it up and put it back.
If Texas ever turned blue, they would secede.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, they would.
Which I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I
Texas,
hope not. It's a favorite
Texas will
state.
never turn
It
blue.
will never.
But we're making. But think of how ridiculous this is. That we're having a governor's race in New Jersey where the candidate for governor, the Republican candidate Jack Ciattarelli, is actually in contest to win this race potentially.
But what about Virginia?
Virginia, I think.
Unfortunately,
I think that's too far gone.
Winsome?
Winsome, she was a great lieutenant governor, but let's be quite honest, she was a very bad candidate for governor. I mean, her debate performance was so bad.
I
She
don't
came
know
up
about
with
that. I mean, if you look at the lady the other way, the
Maggie Sherrill?
the Democrat, yeah, her performance was even worse. She was stumped just sitting there getting trashed and had nothing to say for me. She was a horrible candidate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But, I mean, it just shows the intellect of the voters in Virginia. They're obviously
They salute
They're
it.
obviously
Trust me.
pretty- they're obviously pretty dumb.
Yeah. So. And then
we have
of
a lot.
course-
I mean, we have a lot of stupid people in this country, and
they all voted for Kamala.
we have a lot of stupid people in this country who somehow have the right to vote.
And somehow
If you can't pass the civics test, I don't think you should have the right to
and
vote.
they have the louder voice, which is stupid. Which luckily the Republicans are getting back our loud voices on social media, but
Correct.
they still have the liberals still have that presence on social media. Which
Well,
they're a bunch of losers.
We were talking about this today on the way down here. You know, the old days of Mitch McConnell, you know, of thinking that things actually get done, and you got Mitch McConnell in the Senate back room, and, you know, and so those days of we're the gentleman party and we're going to go and smoke our cigars and we're, you know, whatever, that's done.
Yeah.
I'm of the
We need work. We need you to get on your horse, get off your high horse,
Right.
get on the ground, and start.
Yeah.
Pick up the sword and start fighting people.
I'm ready to get in the mud. If the liberals want to go low, you know what? I think we should take their playbook, use it against them.
Absolutely.
Next time that a
Because we
Democrat,
refuse. We always say, "Oh, we're gonna go. They're gonna go low. We're gonna go high." But where's that gotten us?
I'm if they go low, I want to go lower. I think the next time that we have a Democrat president, hopefully never, but it's not.
It's gonna happen.
We're
It's gonna
gonna
happen.
cooked.
Next time-
It's the typical circle of politics.
They're
They-
going to use the DOJ against all these Republicans. I can guarantee you, if the Democrats in the power.
I think what we need
But
to
we'll
do.
actually go. We'll actually. We're not gonna just have a no kings rally and go out and cry. We'll start something and actually make something happen.
And so, dang it, Justin! Every time.
Man, we're good.
No, but
I don't protest with a sign. I protest.
No, not this again.
I thought we had talked about it.
We don't condone violence on this podcast.
We're definitely
Unless it's needed. It is written in the Constitution that if the government does not satisfy you,
At the end of every.
you have a responsibility to overthrow that government.
Every time. You're not wrong, but it's just every time.
Sorry, I'm up to believe that protests don't change policy.
what made it.
Action does.
What made this great was.
And we had a whole conversation about it from the last episode.
But the essential part of it is that you have to vote in and elect You have to vote in and elect people who will change policy, so hopefully you don't have to resort to anything else.
We're over here dying.
The Wright brothers is pro Second Amendment.
Just
But
digging that hole, baby.
we're not pro violence. We're pro Second Amendment. Stand your ground.
Let's
Defend
blame
your
it on
homeland.
the lack of sleep and.
You know, I never mentioned guns at all, but it's funny y'all take it there. It shows that
We don't know. We're not dumb. I know our room temperature IQ is low right now, but we know.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh man, I think it's time we call this.
Yeah.
one close. I
Well,
don't even know how long it's been.
no, I know. I can't tell you. Well, we're here in Alexandria. We're supposed to Sunday,
Man.
and next episode we're gonna talk about we're gonna debrief this weekend. Next episode.
And no more.
Every week. Every week, man.
Cut.
It's like that's gonna be your joke now. I bring up airplanes, you bring up your standing your ground, and
Oh man, y'all, this has been great.
yes,
The last 30 minutes of us just dying, and I'm serious. The look on Gabe's face is like,
because I was like, we talked about it. Anyways, yes,
I wouldn't have laughed as hard if it wasn't for him. He
We-
did it. He did it.
We've had the same conversation with Justin multiple times, and
it's not. We
He's
love
a good-
Justin.
he's a
We
good
love
person.
Justin.
We
We
love
love Justin. We love Justin. Just for monetization. What's the word?
Monetization.
Yeah, for money reasons.
well, we're not monetized yet.
Not
When
monetized
the
yet.
checks are rolling in, I'll clean it up.
There we go.
clip it.
That is going on our TikTok. Oh man. Oh. So we thank y'all so much for spending it. Oh man. I don't even know what to say anymore. This has been great.
Yeah.
Delirious
We're
at this
done.
point.
I know.
Yeah.
It's late.
It's saddening because the next episode we'll be back at our homes and our computers, but hopefully we'll come back together and record again.
Yeah.
We're not going to see each other.
Well, right.
Oh
Because we're going to be hanging out.
So
So
be at Gabe's graduation and
Yeah.
we could.
I mean,
we'll see.
no,
Gabe's sober.
Yeah.
no. That weekend we're taking off because
That's
it's
true. We did discuss.
yeah,
that.
we're going to take off,
Take
and that
off.
way they have time to get back to Baton Rouge, and that's a 4-hour drive for
And I
them.
gotta
So
recover from the Saturday night because
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
I'm the designated driver, so
We're safe.
Thank
But
y'all
thank you.
so much for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
We'll be back next week.
I hope y'all enjoyed this as much as I did.
Absolutely.